having this conversation will change your life. You will learn, grow, and be a changing agent for our generation. This conversation is everything.
Today we'll be talking about red flags in relationships. I will tell you what red flags are. I will share the top important red flags to watch out for. And I will explain what psychologist Karen Nemo says are the 5 wrong reasons to start dating again. Get your paper and your pens. It's education time. Okay, some may say, what are red flags? What do you mean by a red flag? A red flag. Red flags are any alerts that pop up in your head, your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, or gut feelings that tell you something ain't right. Guess what? The problem with red flags is that a lot of the times we ignore them. Yes, we do ignore red flags. And don't say you don't, because I know you have, and I have before as well. It is essential to get to know yourself in every possible way before moving into a committed relationship. Often, we search for relationships without this essential knowledge. But how can you hope to know the other individual if you don't even truly know yourself? Knowing yourself is key to your happiness. In knowing yourself, you understand your worth, your value, and you know what you should not settle for. Please take time out to know yourself so you can properly introduce yourself to the person that could possibly sweep you off your feet. You need to watch for red flags. These are those indicators that let you know that something needs to be questioned or otherwise validated. These red flags are cues and clues that trouble may be brewing up in the future, so listen to them. Here are some key relational red flags. Flag number 1, lack of communication. These individuals find it very difficult to talk about issues or express how they feel. Flag number 2, irresponsible, immature, and unpredictable. Some people have trouble in mastering basic life skills like taking care of themselves, managing their finances, holding a job, baby mama, baby daddy trouble, or issues making plans for their future and their life right now. These people may still be working on growing up. And if you're still working on growing up and I'm grown already, I ain't about to babysit you. So you're gone. All right, another flag, lack of trust. When a person has difficulty being honest, it may be hard for them to be honest with you. They can't be honest with themselves, then they definitely can't be honest with you. Some of this behavior may be simply learned of a way of habits and coping and different things like that when you get into the mental health area. However, being lied to, it's no brainer. Another flag is significant family and friends don't like this person. Okay, so tell me why all of my people don't like you. If there's something off about this person that seems obvious to those people who are around you and who love you, listen, you need to listen to them. At the very least, hear what they got to say. Even though you're gonna make your own mind up, still listen to what they got to say, because these are the people who know you, they love you, and they've been around you for a while, so they can sense something ain't right. Listen to them. Another red flag is controlling behavior. They may be jealous of you and your relationships with other people, or simply feel that they need to control where you go, when you come home, who you with, who you associate with, limiting the world that you're allowed to be in. Sometimes they make you choose between other people and this job and all of this stuff as an expression or a symbol of love. That ain't right. They low down and they dirty. That's not what's up. Another red flag, if they have a dark past. They haven't had anything resolved from their past, and they keep creeping up inside your relationship. These are obvious red flags. What you done in your past that you couldn't take care of before you met me, let me know this. You shouldn't ignore those or excuse anything that strike you as strange and make you feel uncomfortable. I mean, of course, if people are doing the necessary steps, to overcome what they did, they apologize and all of that stuff like that, that's a whole different story. But if ain't none of that happened, you showing me this, you gone. Another red flag is non-resolution of past relationships. Just like I said, if this person always saying, oh, my crazy ex, or this person's crazy, or they crazy, how's everybody crazy but you? So you the only sane person in the world? That's a red flag right there. If a person is unable to evaluate why their past relationships haven't worked out, or consistently blame other people, other parties involved, even other friends and family members, if they continually do that, then that's a red flag. Now, this is a red flag of all of them, abusive behavior. Listen, any form of abuse, whether it's verbal, nonverbal, emotional, psychological, physical, all of them are not just red flags, but that's a huge banner telling you, let me bounce. You need to immediately run and never look back, like the Scar-Toe Simba. Run and never return. Listen, you ain't gotta tell me twice. I'm like Simba. I'm gonna go out there with Hakuna Matata them. I'm gonna be out there with Timon and Pumbaa them forever. Don't come back for me. I'm not passing go. I'm not doing any other thing. I'm running red lights and everything. I'm getting away from you. You ain't about to go upside my head. No sir, no ma'am, no ham, no none of that. I'm good. All right. Another red flag is they call you names in arguments, whether they plan or they serious. That's a red flag. That means that they have poor conflict resolution skills, which does not make a happy couple. Another red flag, they ain't got no type of work ethic. Well, what you here for? If you ain't working, what you here for? If a person is behind on life milestones or don't even quite understand that they need it and they don't have their stuff together, that's a red flag. Also, when they refuse to make your relationship public. All right, so some might say, why do we ignore red flags? We ignore red flags for a lot of different reasons. One, it may be much easier to ignore red flags and actually face the reality of what they are. You might be in denial as well. You may be too into this person and you think they fine, they sexy, they cool, they suave, they all of this. And you ignoring these red flags off of the physical look and not diving deeper. You could also be scared that you're gonna be single for the rest of your life and you just gonna sit here and just deal with it. You crazy? What is the cost of ignoring red flags? Or sometimes not big enough to be considered a deal breaker, right? But they do have long-term effects. When they all build up into this little snowball, listen to what you're finna have. You're finna have a whole. And at the end of a difficult relationship, oh, they showed me who they was and this and that, and I should have listened from the beginning. So listen to me right now while I'm telling you this, all right? So now I'm going to talk about what psychologist Karen Naomi says, 5 wrong reasons to date. One of them is dating because you want to relieve loneliness, or dating because you don't want to be alone. You feel like you're not built to be alone. Being alone and enjoying being alone is a straight up life skill. You got to master that. You need to cultivate that, all right? Your own company should mean more than you than fake company from anybody. Or compromising company, Another one she says is dating for revenge. A lot of people do this. We can all agree that we had our part in this before. Wanting to date for revenge tends to mean that you have been hurt very bad, that you need time to process your pain, your anger, your resentment, whatever you have from that relationship. Reach for your friends and family members, someone who knows you that can help take care of you and treat you in this time and make sure your mental health and your well-being is all right. Another wrong reason to date is for sex. A lot of people date for sex or whatever, and it's a common thing. And it's common to have those cravings of physical intimacy after you have been, with somebody for such a long time or whatever, and now you're single. It's normal. I'm not condoning premarital sex because I have my beliefs on that. But what I'm saying is that's a normal thing that our body actually goes through. And if you have 2 people together and they both want sex, then you got to be careful with that. All right? Take care of yourself. Yes, you may get, a tiny lift from someone who wants you, or they show that they want to have sex with you. But I'm telling you what I know. It'll be really, really bad afterwards, and it'll feel so empty, possibly worse than you were at first, if you indulge in that activity and then they bounce up out of there. So what are you gonna do then? Someone wanting you and someone wanting to have sex with you are totally different things. Dating because of your ex have somebody, or because the person you talk to have somebody else, that's the wrong reason to date. Catch-up dating makes everything so uncertain, so rushed, and so unstable. And you go to another relationship because you're having a catch-up date. That's not fair to the person that you're trying to pursue just to make your ex jealous. It makes you choose for the wrong reasons. Comparison robs you of your joy on every single level. So don't compare that. Don't do that. Don't date because your ex has someone. And then the last reason she said is dating to feel worthy. I have given you the inside scoop on things. What I say is pray always and get knowledge, all right? So this will conclude the conversation with the mom on red flags. Look out for them, dodge them, and keep it on moving. Have a good night.